Woof. Goodness gracious. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. I heart Aries. My name is Chelsea, and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings. It looks like it's so weird how the line is slanted. It looks like I'm crooked. Oh, goodness gracious. Hold on a second. Oh, goodness. I just went live. I got to call you right back. Okay, I'll call you back. All right. Her timing is impeccable. All right. Hello, everyone. I've been prioritizing mental health, which is why I haven't been posting as much, trying to get things together. At February, that's what I should do today. I think that's what I will do today. I think I will. It's a little early, but I'll put it in the membership tab for the February. And that's what the other thing I was going to do today. I was going to do the next 48. And I'll do a February energy reading. I'll do the monthly for February, but I'll put it in the membership tab until January 31st. And then I'll go live for everybody else. But mental health has been very important for me because mine has been fluctuating. Been very emotional, very tired, very drained, very not wanting to put up with any bullshit. Very just short, very snippy. I mean, that comes with feeling not always 100%. So thank you for everybody who's been patient with me and whatnot. But that's just how I've been feeling. Like I've just been feeling the feels. It's just, it's been feeling it. I've just been feeling it. This is all my Cancer placements. It's really, but and we talked about this before. It's like living in the past a little bit. That's what it makes you do. And then Mars being in retrograde, which I'm sure, even if you don't really have Cancer placements, most of you are Aries or Aries rising. And you've been feeling that Mars being in retrograde in Cancer. Like, whoa, like what have you guys been feeling with that? So that's what I wanted to get on here and do, and just do like an energy reading. And it's not the morning because I've been sleeping in because my son doesn't have school. Still went to the gym today, so I felt a little bit more energized because I went to the gym this morning. Well, how have you guys been feeling? How have you been feeling? How do you feel today? How do you feel today? I know some people have strong opinions about today, but I hear that I'm just now looking into finding a mental health doctor, trying to get mind and body together for New Year. Priority, Yvonne. Yvonne, I've seen your picture. I was trying to see. I was like, I don't know if it's a glitch in the system, but I've been seeing certain people's, and I know you guys, a lot of you by now, some pictures showing up over different people's names. I got a therapist. Good. One thing about therapy is that it's not like one size fits all. So if you feel like your therapist is like can't help you, then just move on. Don't stick with somebody who can. I remember the first time I got a therapist, I was 22. And I remember telling her everything that had happened to me in that last year of my life. And I remember by the time I got to the end of my whole situation, she was like, she's like, you've been through all of that? You've been through so much and you're so young. And I was like, oh, this is not going to work out. I feel like every time I told her something, her face was like, I was just like, yeah, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. Preferably, I'm going to need somebody with the skill set of my background because as Black women, we just go through different things. So that's one thing. But, and I can't even say, she was older. I can't even say that she wasn't, skilled. She probably was, but not in the things that I had been through, So make sure you find somebody that fits. It's the same thing with tarot readers. It's not one size fits all. Same with doctors, all of that. Find somebody who fits your life, who's kind of been through the same things, or at least have information on your culture and like what you've been through and what you go through, because just as I would say, as I was going to say, women of color, but as Black women, we go through different things, and there are women of color who go through different things than Black women. So it's just, you got to find someone who can understand where you're coming from. That's the first part of actually being helped. It really is. It really is. Some people are like, oh, you're just telling somebody your problems. But sometimes just like getting things out of your mouth, with somebody who just has no judgment around your situation is healing in itself. And I remember once I started talking about things, past traumas and things, I realized I had suppressed some memories, some very traumatic experiences, suppressed them, and they started to come out and come up. And that was just healing in itself. It helped me to forgive a lot of things. I was just talking about Mars being in Cancer and it actually being retrograde. It's in retrograde, I think, until February, sometime in February. Mars doesn't leave Cancer until I think my birthday. Thank God, April 17th. April 17th or April 18th, which is a long freaking time to have to be going through this type of introspection and grief. Because what it's doing for me is just making me like really grieve, like really even more heavier than I was. Like I got a break from it, and now I'm like going back in the depths of that. But then after that, Mars doesn't go back into Cancer until like 2026, 2027, I don't think. So let's see here. What is your advice for today, Aries? Anybody else want to share how they've been feeling? Give us some ancestor message here for Aries. We got the eagle. I love it. And the eye is here. See from a higher perspective. I think this is exactly the card that we need today. How symbolic, the eagle of America. All right, let's take a look at that. I hope, however you feel today, whatever your views are, that you're not triggered in any way. You don't allow anything or anyone to disturb your peace, All you could do is control your own self and your own emotions. And that's the most important thing that you need to like prioritize. That is so silly, allowing people to upset you in that way. Let's take a look. This is for Aries. This is your ancestor message. You got an eagle. Let's see here. Where are the animals? The spirit animals at? Here it is. All right. Okay. So it says, see from a higher perspective. The message here says, look at things from a different angle. Fly higher and see new possibilities. In animal medicine, both Native American and Celtic, the eagle draws his power and strength from the sun. He is a powerful, strong, and courageous guide who is able to see for miles. He approaches all things with intelligence, grace, and poise, and has the capacity to make a plan from a higher space before putting it into action. And when the eagle card appears in a reading, it shows that you have a real ability to take things higher and move beyond the limitations of your ego and your selfish desires. All right. So I'm going to read the extended message real quick. It says, eagle medicine swirls around you, encouraging you to recognize that your views or vision may be limited at this time. Is there a chance that your own desperation needs or ego could be blocking you from seeing the potential in your current situation? If there are other people involved, you are being guided to see things from everyone's perspective. If you are feeling the need for something to change, how can you take the higher road? Know that if you have intentions that aren't for the highest good, it will only hold you back. Eagle medicine can help you change this. The eagle brings the energy of healing and love directly from the heart of this Father Sky and invites you to do all things from a place of love. That's a beautiful card. I think we all need that message today. Seeing things from a higher perspective, from a bird's eye view, and looking through the lens of love. Been a big ball of emotions, crying outbursts, really exhausted. I've been failing to control my emotions around certain people, really triggering. Today's a new fresher. Whew, just breathe. You gotta tell yourself, just breathe. And when you have those outbursts, Christine, just sit with yourself. First thing is first. One thing I know, because I have them too, is that first thing is breathe because it stops you from doing a lot of things when you just can kind of breathe in and out. Because Aries, we see red real quick. We see red real quick. But the first thing after that, even if you have it, is to not beat yourself up. That has been so healing for me, is because my mind, my Gemini moon, will make me internalize things so much to the point where I'm like literally just reliving it and reliving it and reliving it and beating myself up. And so you have to immediately like kind of just say, I forgive myself for that because I'm human, right? And then kind of go in there and see what triggered that. I think that, I mean, I've just learned from my own experiences with my temper that really helps me, because sometimes I'll regret blowing up. Happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday, Dr. Martin Luther King. Cannot forget that. I'm a better state today. I'm feeling good, feeling like I'm getting my mind right. Trusting God more and just trying really hard to stay. Yeah. We have the 9 of Pentacles. That's a beautiful self-care card as well. The 6 of Pentacles. And the Ace of Swords. I found my other deck. I'm going to clarify these real quick. The 10 of Wands came out. I'm going to put that up there. It wasn't really ready, but showing itself for a reason. Tell me about the 9 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck here. Seeing the 9 of Wands, and it came in reverse. Talk about the Ace of Swords. I knew this would be a good idea. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Ace of Swords. In that whole 78 deck, the Ace of Swords clarified itself. Wow. Definitely seeing something from a higher perspective, Aries, is going to benefit you in more ways than one. Mentally, spiritually, physically, materially. Okay. When I see the 9 of Pentacles, this 9 of Pentacles is an energy, man or woman. It's an energy of being very abundant. We talk about material wealth, yes, okay. And she has this abundance that allows her to live her life on her terms. On her terms. She makes her money on her terms. She makes her money in her own way. And she has a lot of it. Okay. Usually, sometimes the 9 of Pentacles can take a little while to get here. But once you get here, you've reached your sweet spot. And when I see this card, this is not, although it's all the Pentacles, it's not just about, well, we say this. Financial abundance and freedom doesn't just come from hard work. It's a whole mindset. Okay. So when you've reached this level of abundance, it's not just because you've worked hard. It's because how you see things, how the lens that you're viewing the world through. And that's where your true abundance comes from. Because once you have mastered how you view the world in this abundant way, nobody can ever take it from you. Okay. There's nothing that can happen in the economy. There's nothing that can happen in your life. Even if it looks like you lose everything, because you have that mindset, you'll get it right back, because that's a magnet. It's going to attract. Now, unless something changes within that mindset, it's never going to go away. That's what abundance is. It is that God source energy. It is love, right? I'm seeing the 8 of Wands is clarifying it. So it's showing here, this could be communication, a lot coming at you, a lot of opportunities. It could even be being very busy, or just having a lot of things. Like I said, a lot of things coming at you all at once. But it seems like this 9 of Pentacles, or this energy, is not phased, is not bothered by it. It's not really moving her. So it feels like it could be a good thing. It could be opportunities, but I'm also hearing capitalizing on all of this energy coming in, whether it's good or bad or whatever, capitalizing on that. See, that is a whole word right there. That is a message right there in itself. especially about today. Instead of like getting angered or any type of way about anything, right? When you see hate, you see stupidity, the intelligent person, the wealthy person, the abundant person is going to capitalize off of that. They're not going to be angered. They're not going to be moved. They're not going to be, in any type of way. She is literally enjoying her garden, picking her fruits. She has everything at her fingertips, but there's a lot of energy or things or momentum coming towards her. And it's like she knows what to do with it. She knows what to do with that. Okay. Capitalize. That word keeps coming up. 6 of Pentacles here. Now, this is a merchant card. So this could be somebody selling something, but this is also, in the spiritual sense, financial blessings coming in from the universe. Because of what you've put out, you're going to get back. And there's always this flow. 6s represent balance. It does not represent the devil, okay? But it represents balance. It represents going out, coming in, going out, coming in, paying off debts, accumulating debts and then paying them off or whatever. But this is a card of balance and reciprocity. And I'm seeing this being clarified on top of the 9 of Wands in reverse. I'm telling you, this whole message right here, I had it already when I pulled it out. I knew exactly. And now that I'm just reading it, that's exactly what this is. Aries, is a situation in your life right now where it's more about you kind of seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing a situation, whether it be in your life, your job, your career, your family, your work, the world. There's something here that you can capitalize off of by seeing something from a higher perspective, by seeing the bigger picture. Okay. And it literally could put you in some sort of winning space. Ace of Swords energy right here, clarifying itself. This still is amazing me. And I'm seeing here the 8 of Wands, the Empress, and the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So, I mean, anything right now, anything. Is there anything that could be bothering you at the moment? Find a way to kind of ground yourself. 9 of Pentacles could be a grounding energy as well, and see how you can make fruit, make some sort of fruitful energy come out of something that you may feel is difficult or burdensome. And this is a card that fell out, and that can kind of make sense of why it flipped out, right? The 10 of Wands could be the end of burdens. Once you kind of find that idea, or you find that vision, or you have that epiphany with these Ace of Swords here, then you execute. And it could definitely something that felt so difficult for you, or something that felt so hard or burdensome, could be really the thing that turns around to be your victory. It could be your success in some way. Okay. It's a beautiful energy right here. I'm seeing the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Wands. So listening to your intuition, especially around your creativity, and being confident when you execute something here. Okay. Stirring up a lot of passion and emotions, and that's a good energy to be in. That's why, as Aries, most times we get things done, even if we're afraid. Because why? That passion. You need passion. Well, Agni, you have to figure out why it is that she is triggering you so much, your mom. All right. Same piece. Pisces rising, Cancer moon, too much water, too much emotion. There's so much Pisces energy going on right now too. All right, that's the message. May the universe heal me and my mommy. Of course. Let's see. What does Yvonne say? Wusa, I'm an Aries, so I don't get heated quick, but I have learned over the last year just trying to be myself and relax and don't. It's hard, but getting there. Yeah. Usually Aries and our younger selves are a little hot-headed, quick-tempered, unless you have some other placements that may mute that. But Aries, I know, are usually pretty rambunctious in that way until you get older and wiser. I see a lot more older Aries are fun, very fun to be around, because they've kind of mastered that control of their emotions, and very protective as well. You've been working on your mouth. That's one thing that is, my mouth is still a work in progress. But I'm not ready to fight anymore. Younger Chelsea was always ready to fight. And I wasn't like a pick a fight type of person. I'm gonna finish a fight. I'm gonna defend my people. I'm very protective. That Cancer and Aries mix makes me very protective of my family and friends. So I was always ready to finish something. All right. And don't let me have been tipsy because I was ready to fight for people I didn't even know. Oh, those days are over. Okay. We have the same birthday. Yes, April 17th. All right. So I will be back in a little bit, guys, with I'm going to actually change it up today and do the next 48. Okay. Because it might be an interesting next 48. And then later this evening, I will do the monthly, but it will be in the membership tab. Christine, you can go to AstroSeek. I feel it's very, very accurate. It's my favorite one to go to. And you can also type in different dates and see the transits of, with your chart particularly. So you can kind of do predictions. Yes, we are. We have the same, we're very predictive. I'm an Aries born on the 4/19. I always say I end that being currently reading the Let Them therapy. Oh yeah, she's cool. Mel Robbins, Let Them. I love that. I listened to that lecture. When Aries gets into the mindset, we experience so much peace and happiness. Yeah, it kind of just goes along with that book that I've told you guys about before, The Four Agreements. I mean, if you can ever pick that book up, if you haven't read it, I highly recommend. That is a book that if everybody in this whole entire world read, I feel like we would be in a better place. Because one of the four agreements is never take anything personal. And when you kind of read that chapter, it really just opens your eyes about how much we take on that we really don't have to. Sometimes some people are just, I'm not gonna say the word stupid, but some people are just who they are. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just who they are. And why does that always have to trigger you? Why do you always have to let that trigger you? Because that's when my life changed completely, when I just took the approach that I'm just going to accept people for who they are. Because if you accept them for who they are, you're not going to expect anything else. If somebody has shown you who they are, why would you expect anything differently? And then why would you allow yourself to get mad about it? Now, there are some things that will catch you by surprise and may shock you and maybe make you clutch your pearls. But if nobody put their hands on you, you know what I'm saying? Not every little thing needs to set you off. You protect your peace and you keep your peace so much more. It is just, All right. So yeah, that's a great book. Pick that up. But that's kind of in alignment with that. Don't take anything seriously. All right. So that's what I have for you guys. I will be on a little later. Talk to you soon. Keep your peace. All right. And take care.